Hello, readers. Last year, I went to a Marissa Meyer signing right before YALLFest, and although I got a few clips from there, I never managed to get it up, so I thought today we can do some kind of Flashback Friday, and I'm going to go ahead and post that video. And it's to make up for the video that I didn't post yesterday. So just be aware and do me the favor of watching the video. That would be awesome. Hello, readers. I'm in Barnes & Noble waiting for the Marissa Meyer signing thing.
Hello, Orlando. So, when I always wanted to be a writer. I always had this dream of wanting to write books. And when I started working on my first original novels when I was a teenager, and I would come up with these goals for myself that were like really intense goals, and I would be so serious about it, and I'd be like, I'm gonna, have this book finished by the end of summer, and then I'm gonna have an agent by Christmas, and I'm gonna be published by next Tuesday. And I would just come up with these goals and these deadlines for myself. And then when it didn't happen, because of course it never happened, I would get so frustrated and think, why is this taking so long? Why is this so hard? Am I kidding myself? Am I really capable of writing a book? And I just felt like it was never good enough no matter how hard I worked. And then every time I would write a book and it wouldn't work out, the book was terrible, I would throw it away, move on to something else, and I would just feel like I'm no good at this. Why do I think I can do this? And I look back now, and in hindsight, I can see that all of those drafts, they were necessary. It was so important for me to be writing those books, because that's how I was learning, to figure out my voice and to learn the craft of writing and to take it seriously, and all of these things that would eventually lead to me actually knowing how to write a book over the years. And if I hadn't done those, then I of course never would have gotten it, never would have published 12 books as I have today. And so I just wish that I could go back and tell my young self to relax, be patient, it will come, just keep working at it and enjoy the process. And don't think so much all the time about getting published. Think about what you're writing right now and how much you're enjoying it. So that's my advice. And it's a beautiful story. It's called Ye Shen. And if you read it, it is totally the story of Cinderella. It's obviously Cinderella, where she has a wicked stepmother and wicked stepsisters, and there's this magical fish that gives her a dress and shoes, and she goes to the festival and she meets the king and she drops a shoe and he has to find her, blah, blah, blah. It's totally Cinderella. And they think that story eventually kind of came over to Europe through the trade routes and eventually inspired Charles Perrault and the Grimm brothers. And I just think that's so fascinating, because obviously we think of it as a Grimm story or a Perrault story, and so to know that it was actually around for hundreds of years in this totally different culture, I just think it's fascinating. So hence, it's a long way of saying that therefore Cinder got set in China.
My name is Bettina, and my superpower is to inspire my children to read.
Do you have a superhero name?
Mama.
Bravo. Thank you. What's your name and who are you dressed as?
I'm a villain. My name is D'Artagnan, and I use my super strength to drag you into my realm and eat you.
I'm scared. And what is your name and who are you dressed as tonight?
My name is Celia, and I'm dressed up as Ocean Girl.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. All right, one huge round of applause for all of our contestants. So they are going to exit the stage, and our judges, who are our judges?